and I'm your host of the Down to Earth podcast alongside Rastafari Samurai. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got a
man, you
special
don't know.
guest here today, and you know, introduce yourself to the universe, brother.
Sticky B in the building.
Stick, Sticky B, yeah, man, I
Oh
see you
man, we got
working.
Sticky B in the building, brother. How you mean?
Sticky B.
Big up yourselves,
Pick up
everybody.
yourself.
So, like I ask everybody, because there's a lot of artists. How long you been like
Frozen.
putting in work, doing your music, your craft for?
Wow, it's been a minute still. It's been a minute. We started when we are like, say, 15 or so, top of the neighborhood, top of the block, rapping with your friends and things like that. And then, just carried it on.
Mm-hmm.
But then stopped for a while, like 10 years or so, stopped for switch. And then, jump back on it.
Mm. Yeah, I know. You just cut out for a while, two times. Why I forgot.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can't play with that.
Sorry.
I heard you though. I heard what you mean. So, like, taking it really seriously. When was the time, like the exact time you start taking it seriously, putting out videos, putting it on all digital platforms?
Fuck, I don't even know the exact time, but say
Okay. Like, just give a time span, like when you really
yeah,
start doing the visuals.
maybe
I
like
would say.
6 years from ago,
Mm.
7 years ago.
So as you came out with your content, what was the feedback from your peers around you? Like, did you have to deal with a lot of people were hating, people were saying like you're wasting your time or things like that, those type of attitudes?
Yeah, no, the output was good. People, from even from high school, like even from high school, people were always pushing me to do this kind of thing. They saw that vision that I was that kind of guy that was gonna do music or something entertaining or something. So the love
Mm,
was always there from the jump. And then I just kind of found out a different avenue to go down versus go down the same avenue. And it
mm.
was it was all love from there, from family to friends to strangers to random people, co-workers, whatever the case is.
So you say you've been around like, basically doing this for a while. How do you
Hmm.
feel how it's changed the industry or how people view artists right now, especially coming from the six, Toronto?
So you mean say you want
How
me
do
to
you
speak?
feel like the attitude has become for like an artist from Toronto? Do you feel you getting more respect, or people are getting more respect, or more spotlight, more
Oh yeah,
interest?
for sure we're getting more respect. For sure music and things in life are gonna change and stuff. So I'm all for change, just not the crazy change. You know, some of the
Yeah.
I know some artists out there don't really like the mumble raps or some other styles.
Hmm.
So it is what it is.
So what's your style? Like what you'd identify
We
your
do we
style
do
as?
uplifting music, man.
Man, it's sticky.
Hey, right.
Hmm.
We do uplifting music, man, for the people. Just like life stuff. People do the drill things. People do the mumble stuff. People are doing the conscious. People are doing the R&Bs. So we're tapping into the uplifting music.
So tell us about your latest project. What you just released a video, a visual
Mm.
for.
Yeah,
It's
I
like more
caught
like.
that. That was fire, man,
That was
fire.
that was a little works.
So
Somewhat.
what's it? What's
Tell
the
us, yo,
inspiration
tell us a
behind that?
little bit about the project. Still, like you know what I mean. It seemed like it was a summertime vibe. It was on the island. It seemed like it was at Niagara too.
Yeah. That was a good vibe, and it came from a long way actually, because that song was in the making for a long time, and the idea was in the making for a long time. And it just stems from like just my mother, my
Mm,
inspiration in all this stuff in life too. Just seeing that strong woman, go through all the things, and then even through death, my mother still stuck by my father and stuff like that. So just wanted to put that out there for the strong woman, and just put something
mm.
for the men.
Do you feel that hip hop needs more balance? That's why I've been talking for a while like that. Like have more content. What's different from what's the regular?
I think it does need to bring back more of a balance and more of a category or you know, versatile or variety kind of thing. Now it's more like all just drill, or like, you know, just that twerking stuff or just that, you know.
You're saying the preservation of the quality of the art is getting watered down.
It
Sort
is.
of like,
It
you know what I
is.
mean?
It is.
Well,
Because I would say-
commercially.
no, I'm going back what he's saying before I interrupt. Like, you know, it's true what he's saying, because on the real, a lot of elements are being forgotten, because like down to like the breaking, you know what I mean? Down to like stuff like that. What is part of hip hop? You get what I mean?
True.
I'm
You
just
know
using
what,
that
though?
for an example.
I don't feel it's forgotten. I think it's the commercial audience.
Yeah,
what's
but
forgetting.
that's what I'm trying to say. When it's watered down,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's watered down. You know what I mean? Like certain artists kind of diagnosed it. Like, you know, what is rap? You know what I mean? Just like DF, Dungeon Family, they came up with a song with that. What is rap? Rap to me is like it came from hip hop. Yes, that's true, but it's like it's the watered down thing. To me, it's like the commercial thing. It's the trap thing. It's all it gone to evolutionize.
There's
It's
different
not
ways to
called
do it.
rap
There's different
anymore. You get
There's
what I'm
different-
saying?
There's different ways, different subgenres, and the hip hop is the culture. Rap is what they do, and you could do it different ways.
Yes.
You could do a kiddie way, you could do it a violent way,
Exactly.
gangster rap. You could do it all different types of ways. So rap's just a tool. Yeah, I mean, people could sing on a hip hop beat. You could do reggae on a hip hop beat. You get what I mean? So the rap is the tool. People are getting confused with this genre shit, and they have mixed a lot of stuff up. So I'm gonna ask Sticky now. Like growing up, who were some of your influences? Being like, you do hip hop.
I would say we started off with Snoop Dogg and them and Jay-Z and you know and Ja Rule and them guys, and you know, and like DMX. You know, like we were hard on those, and Jadakiss, we were hard on those stuff. You know.
So like which one like you really gravitated to their style, or like the music really
I'm not
inspired
gonna lie,
you?
I was a big Jay-Z head still.
Oh, okay,
I was
that's
a
good.
big Jay-Z head, and then Nas came in and cut up the place, and I was like, shit. I'm like, I'm conflicted. Both of them are dirty, you know.
Yeah.
So when they had that whole ether battle thing, I'm just like, yo, man, they're both sick, and then I just followed both of them, and it just kind of their style kind of got me going.
Okay, two of the greats, two of greats out there. That's a
Yeah.
good flavor. So, on your project, I don't know how much other songs you have. Do you have a full album, or are you working on a full album, or just singles right now?
It's funny you talk about that now, because somebody asked me about that the other day. They're like, are you gonna do an album, or are you just putting out a bunch of singles? And I'm like, I feel like I know album's good for, you know, to get your music out there, but I feel like nowadays, if you're not a real music head, or you really like somebody's music or music, you're not gonna take in the whole album.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's been like that for a good while,
You know,
because
they're
we seen the
taking one, two
change,
songs.
but now it's gonna change now. I'm gonna tell you, like my research, I seen it go from full albums to me and my brother used to talk about, oh, EPs are gonna be popular, and then it just went straight to singles. But now people are tired of singles.
True.
Now it's gonna go back to an album. It's gonna actually go back to that thing where you gotta work on that album for people to even want to listen to you, like
True,
listen to
true,
you. I
true.
think the popularity of that's coming. You even see certain artists from here, right? You're seeing like even Beyonce when she came out with her album. People are waiting for that. People are.
It's so
I think
true.
it's going to become we're going back to an age which I like,
Yeah.
because then not everybody could do an album. I guarantee a lot of the artists you see on platforms and not here, if you ask them if you have an album, a big percentage don't have an album. Look on that. And the definition of an artist, not say you can't do singles, but the definition of a music artist is doing an album. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rock.
No, it's good. It's good to have an album for sure. People
Damn
come all the
right.
time.
It is. It's
You
to
have
me,
to, because that's
to
like
me-
a category. That's like a
to
a
me,
catalog.
to me, it's part of your catalog. To be
Exactly.
honest, like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yes, an artist is an artist, but people's gonna ask, like, yeah, do you have an album eventually? You get what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it's gonna come down to it. You're gonna have to come down to a project, one way or another.
True.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
True.
And do you know that the reason back in the days you used to see 12 songs mostly because it's 12 songs what you get paid for. There's a certain amount
Yeah,
of
but check
songs you
this
get
out.
more,
But check this
wait, you
out
get
though.
more
It
paid.
was
Once you
12
go
to
over
15,
that,
yeah.
you lose
Yeah, but check this out though. How
yeah,
they would kind of stretch it. Some of them, they would put an
yeah, intros.
interlude. They would
Yeah,
put a skit. They would put an outro. Put an interlude. You know what I
yeah.
mean? They'll put in between skit. All of
Yeah,
that just to
that's
stretch the
good.
album.
But when it comes to the music right now, what a lot of people don't know, there's a certain number to everything. Even
No,
streaming.
no, I agree with that.
When your song is only 3 minutes, people wonder why it's only half a penny or it's very low because of the timing. Now, if you have like those
4 or
long
5.
videos or you have something longer, that's when you make money, really. People just don't understand. So how do you feel about this whole technology, Sticky? What's going on? Because you've seen it. You told me you've been doing it for a while. So how you feel about all this technology? Has it been better for you, or you find that it's like there's so much content out there, it's overshadowing a lot of quality out there?
You know, a lot of questions and a lot of things in life. It's always like a two-way thing. You know, if there's a good and a bad, really.
Mm,
You know,
true.
so there's a good and a bad. I can't really say, I like it and I don't like it because there's a good and a bad at it.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
Right? It's
Yep.
too hard, those kind of things.
It's true.
It is what it is, people are getting out easier, faster. People are hearing more, things are going to, just like we were talking about my friend, like growing up in our time, we never had YouTube, we never had this, we never had that, so of course it was
You hit a
way
good
harder.
point.
Like, and then even like I was watching the interview actually, and they were talking about some of the old rappers, like
Mm-hmm. You have a
like
good
some of the
point.
old, right? Like Don Million, say, who those guys are in the game, but didn't really get like a pressa vibe that you're having now.
Because of the technology. So
Because of
Exactly,
but
exactly.
yo,
So
you know what?
it's
It's
a good and a
interesting.
bad.
It's interesting you brought that up. Because
You brought up a
technology
good one.
goes with music all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to come up to a point right now. You see, artists back in the day didn't have what artists have now.
Now, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Straight up. So now, if they had what we had now, what do you think would happen?
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
I
And
tell
it's
people all
sometime
the
in
time,
market.
I said, if I had the stuff that they had today, I would have done blown already.
It's true, even with a lot of artists right
Yeah.
now. So when people are saying like, for example, you're a failed artist or something like that because of your age and stuff, it's not
No,
your
no.
fault. It's the system,
Of course.
right? Because you have to
No.
remember, in the early 2000s and the 90s, there was more gatekeeping than ever. People have to realize what gatekeeping is. That's its own industry itself. So if it was so strong then, right? Now it's a different thing. They say there's no gatekeeping. There's gatekeeping to a certain degree locally, I would say. But anyone could release a video. You don't have to wait on no schedule. You could release any music, whatever how you want to. But when it comes down to the dollars and the cents, it's gonna cost you. You gotta work. Like I done a post, right? A lot of artists are unrealistic, or they're watching Hollywood. You have to work to invest in your craft, right, Sticky? When you do your video, it's coming from you. When you're going to the studio, it's coming from you. Is there somebody, unless you're lucky to have somebody give you money, finance you,
Yep.
or you have the support of your brethren, them giving you money to go to the studio, and you have it like that.
Yep.
You have to work, and
You have
that's
to.
it.
I
The saying
probably
hard
got
work
paid
pays
for
off.
One show since I started this. Every show I paid for to get in.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know? It's all kind of crazy. You got to spend money to make do something.
You
You
a
have
part
to
of it,
invest.
you have to invest in yourself. Like we always said, me and my brother say, you got to pay to play. You get what I mean? So
Indeed.
the way I look at it is this: there's a difference between promoting and campaigning. All right, it's almost the same, but some people get it confused. When you're campaigning, this is a little hidden jewel. You know what I mean? When you're campaigning, and if it's that one single hit track or it's a featured hit track, you campaign the shit out of it. That means you have to like put in money into certain platforms to get that out. You get what I mean?
So, yo, Sticky, what gets you in the mood when you're in the studio? Like when you're gonna go to the studio, are you prepped? Do you have everything written, ready? Like you don't go there and just You're always ready.
Yeah, because we have home studios, so we're in the home studio already cooking that up. And then we just go to the studio to finesse it and to fix it up, you know?
So what gets you in the mood? Like what keeps you like gets you to you feel that today's the day I'm in the mood to like put down something.
Life, life journeys, the people in life, life journeys and the people in life, man. And then my biggest inspiration for everything in life is my mother.
That's good. That's big. I love to hear that, yo.
Yeah, those things get me going in the studio when I can make music for the people that I love, and then the people behind me motivate me. I'm in there.
And that's quality music you're making.
Yeah.
Big
because
up.
I really was feeling that track. Before seeing the video, I heard the track already. You know what I'm saying? I already seen you on the stage, straight up from Toronto Connects to Ottawa and everything. You know what I mean? I already seen your stage presence. You know what I mean? There's no question about it. You get what I mean? So
Big up
it
Drama
is
Craze
true.
22.
It
Yeah.
is true. It's
And
true.
another thing people want to run away from, let's be straight up, Sticky. You ain't hear this. It's an image thing too, sometimes, a lot of times too. It's how you look. I'm being honest, no filter.
For sure.
Right?
That's part of character. That's a part of your, like your brand.
Sometimes some people have to work on it, and sometimes it just doesn't work. I'm just gonna say it like that. That's why
the saying is not everything is for everybody.
it's true. It's true.
You
know what I mean? No, you have to deal with it. Face the facts. That's why certain artists don't come out like the smart ones. If they feel it's that might be an issue, they create a mystery. Like Weeknd, when he first came out, he created a mystery. He didn't make no one know. You didn't know who this guy was who was singing. You know what I mean? So there's ways how to promote, and sorry to say, there's gimmicks.
That's so true, actually.
Yeah, it's the mystery. Even the guys with the mask. You notice in the UK a lot of the guys wear masks. I know why though, but it's a mystery. It gets people to listen and watch and stuff like that. So Sticky, what's the what next you want to work on? Like you have this good vibing track. Like are you planning to put out some stuff for the winter time, the new year coming?
Yeah, we have.
I want to see more visuals, to be honest. You know what I mean? With your music. You know what I mean? Visuals is a must. I always have to bring that up. You know that, Chad. Like when it's good quality music, yes, like you could have a lot in the catalog, but we live in a digital world. A lot of people like to see what your craft is. You get what I mean? And they want to see a lot of it. You get what I mean?
That's true. Behind the scenes.
Well, BTS is good too. You know what I mean? Like content besides your craft is good too to build your brand. You get what I'm saying?
See, all this stuff we're talking is basically music business, and I notice a lot of artists want to sway around that, but
all the time.
$6.
What the heck? What
you're
happened?
a music artist, right? You're a music artist, so you can't sway away from that.
No.
From the business. Like, why do people separate the business? Do you find a lot of people Sticky through your time, like other artists and people who are interested in music, not doing their research as much? Like, have you? I know you must have done your research
because they don't understand. Yeah, and it goes back to saying where the good and the bad of this digital world stuff. Because the digital world come in and it skipped the business side.
Yeah.
You just have to put your stuff on and boom, boom. Like I was just hearing another interview. It's
Go
like,
on.
It's like who was saying it? No, was it LL? Who was saying it?
I think I know. I remember
They
someone
were just talking about.
They
They're
were
saying you
saying
have a whole bunch of cool artists and dope artists who have talent, who have sick, but you have these 1-2 garbage song. They put it on the digital and boom, boom, boom. The numbers, boom, boom, boom. You know, and the sick guys who have real bars, who have real skill, who have real style and everything are forgotten about, you know.
Because it's not the talent. It's not the talent, just the talent. You see, there's guys.
So that's
there's
why I'm good bad with that stuff.
But it's been
they
like
don't understand the business side.
But it's been like that for a while because there's guys who have the money to go to the studio and pay for everything, right? And they will express some talent, but the degree of talent is not what. I should say should be out there. It needs development. I'm not saying they're not an artist, but it's like what we're saying. And then there's people with the good bars and everything what you're saying, and they don't have the money. They don't have the money to pay for the studio time and the fancy videos.
Even if they have the money, they're not
And even
getting
if they do,
they're
yeah,
not getting the respect. They're not getting the play because the
it's not
numbers are
popular.
down because no one wants to hear that stuff. They want to
It's
hear,
not popular. Yeah.
you know. I'm not hating on that music, you know. Whatever. That's their
It-
hustle, you know. I'm
It's
not gonna
the
hate on it.
it's the system because
I'm
right
just
now,
not listening to no ratchet ass hanging out no window. None of that shit. That's just not me.
see, but the thing about it, you see, this is a test. This is show you how the market is and how just human nature is, right? I'm not saying you would do it, but just say you flipped it, and it's like I call this the CB4 effect, and you start doing that same type of content, right? A visual with some of those same type of what people see. I guarantee that will get viral,
Indeed.
right?
I'm not going that route.
No, I never say no, don't go that way. Be you. But this is a trick. It's funny how it is. I want someone to do it who's not really in that pocket. Just throw people off, right? Do that
Man,
and
if
see.
if you have the things, do it.
Just to see. It's
Exactly.
just
The
the
lane
short,
is there. The
short
lane
point.
is there.
Yeah.
Take that lane, you know. Right lane, exit that way. Go there.
But
go.
what I mean is a test to see how people gravitate stuff and social media. If you come out right, all of a sudden flipped it like that, all of a sudden you see how people gravitate to negativity. It's even not just music and all types of stuff, media. When somebody says something, they gravitate to it because it's a lot of attentions on it. So you get what I mean? I'm just saying that, right?
But yeah, but that's why that is, you know. We just stick
Yeah.
to the uplifting music stuff, you know.
Yeah, man. I seen it for years because that's what I'm on, the uplifting stuff. And it's a battle because the system is against that. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna make a song about upliftment and power and to be proud of your culture, that's not popular until maybe something happens in the media what in regards to what your content is. If you're talking about, for example, Black Lives Matter, when a lot of things was going on with those situations, if you came out with a song based on that, it becomes popular, which some people jumped on that bandwagon when that happened, right? So it takes things to happen for things to become accepted or popular, I guess.
True.
But let's talk about you. Like, do you want to do any features with any artists out there? Like, it could be from England to America or here. Like, if you had a chance to work with anybody.
I'll work with anybody right now. But they have to just be in that lane, like I said, you know. There's all kind of lanes.
Feeling Sticky B's vibe.
Right?
How about that?
That's
how,
another
how
thing,
about
right?
that? How about that? Who do you think is worthy? Would be feeling your creativity? How about that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who do you think could match up to your vibe?
And I don't mean bars, and I mean like the
Oh,
realness,
man.
the
Vibe.
realness,
Yeah,
the vibe,
The
the
vibe,
person,
the real purity
Yeah.
of music. That's what
yeah,
You say positivity.
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I try to look, you know, and it's funny because when I first was starting the music stuff, I was looking for just bare features, and some of the 1-2 I got the most was, I'm just working on myself right now, but yeah, you know, whenever. But then now that I kind of did a 1-2 features, did my 1-2 song, and I sit back and I'm like, I see what they're saying, you know. You have to kind of work on yourself still, you know. And I know there's a 1-2 here and there I can jump into, but I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna jump into that. I'm gonna just work on myself first, and then I can say, okay, then they'll see the work. People will see the work. Then it's okay.
Quantity over quality.
You know, I can slide in whatever, or I can say, you know, look at this is my portfolio. This is my hair. This is my catalog. This is my stuff. This is my work. Let's go. You know.
But now I find especially a lot of artists from where we're from, they need to do more collaborations now, because for a long time I've been seeing just artists doing shit by themselves. My opinion. I think that's one reason what's keeping Toronto frozen. There's not enough features, and that doesn't show. When you don't have enough features, that doesn't show people unity.
True.
How, like I'm saying, how are other people outside looking in at us gonna take us seriously if they don't see people working with each other?
Yeah.
Because most, I would say, scenes, I was gonna put this up, from each city, there's only a few people who are the stars from each city. If you check it out, there's only a few. It's like going to the university to become a doctor, and there's 1,000 doctors. How many of those doctors you feel are gonna really be? I mean, how much people are
Yeah, become the
going to school are gonna become that doctor out of the 1,000? Look on the
That's true.
percentage, like the basketball. There's always a percentage. In sports, everything, there's always a percentage. So why don't people really look on that? Because everybody wants to be a star. That's what it is.
It's true. It's true. And then like, whatever, you know, you might get whatever. I might get whatever. I don't, you know, whatever business. But like I said this before when I first started, I had an interview with a DJ called DJ Chase from New York, and I was talking, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of like a copycat, you know. A lot of things is copycats, you know.
Yeah,
We
big
have
into
our own
Toronto.
style already. We have that from, like they say already,
Yeah.
like Drake put it out, Carter now
Yep.
with the T-Dot thing. We have our own stuff already,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but
they
again,
wanna copy
you know, they
and
copy,
run
you know what I'm
with, they
saying?
think what
But that's with everything.
Yeah,
I feel Toronto's a copycat city with
Right,
everything. I've
right,
seen it,
so
even
some
us doing
I
what we
think
do.
features can happen. Some people should do features, but some features can't. Just like in any other city, any other
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
You know, some artists
Makes
just don't
sense.
even talk to some other artists. It's just
Yeah.
you know what it is.
But we have
I
a
think
lack
some
of that.
features should happen, and we should try to get some other, you know, whatever the case is, some more music. The music's good. The music scene's good. You know, everything's good. You know, the artists are doing their thing. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I can big up some artists out here that are doing their thing right now that I like, that I watch. You know, some of the artists. You
Well,
know,
speaking of that, what do you think of the Rolling Loud what just passed?
no, everything was good. Still, I'm not gonna really speak on that because
No,
I'm
no,
not.
no, no. But what I mean by that, like the vibe, like what do you like
Oh,
a
gosh.
big, like a big format, like a big platform.
Man, it's good for the city.
Came to
Yeah.
our city.
Toronto.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant by, you know.
Good for
Yeah, yeah,
Toronto.
yeah.
That's it.
There's nothing bad about the Rolling Loud.
I big up Toronto, so it's good for Toronto.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's
So
doing
you-
good
Do
for
you
our
think
city.
this is like a opening gate for them to keep coming back and
That'd be good.
doing
People
and
can-
Spotlight. It
more
keeps the
of
spotlight on
artists
That'd be good.
getting
Exactly.
up on the stage.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You
But
know why I'm
it-
saying this? Because everyone complained, how come this person, all right, check this
Yeah.
out. From here, from now until, let's see your consistency of your work ethics and see if they
But it's helping
recognize you.
all artists,
That's
not
it.
even the ones who are
You know
not
what I
on
mean?
the show.
Even
If you're not on the show, it helps.
yeah, but even that, like if they come back next year and next year, at least you can get onto the next show. If not that,
Yeah.
you get onto the next show.
But
Like,
that's
come
what
on,
I'm trying
like,
to say.
you know?
Like,
Yeah.
no, none of that. Don't be using. Look, we already do our school face capital shit on our own. Don't school face capital a plateau. What could bring
all
us,
that too.
bring us,
School face
bring up
capital, we have our
something
own thing
for,
already, man.
bring up something for ourselves here. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
badmouth something what's gonna be bringing us up. You get
It's
what I
help.
mean?
It's help. It's
Because
helping.
we don't get these things very often. That's what I'm
True.
trying to say.
It's true.
You get what I mean?
It's
How
helping
often do we
because
get
others
these
will come.
opportunities?
Rarely,
To perform in front of like over 20,000 people. Huh?
rarely. It's helping because
All
others
right
will
then.
come.
No, it's
Others
proper,
will
it's
come.
proper.
People are now we're
Must
on
be
the
a
map. You
realist.
could say now you could say we're on the map. What I mean by that, it's not just people on the Rolling Loud shows. It's spotlight on every single artist from Ontario or Canada, period. Because the Rolling Loud came here, so now they're watching everybody who's doing something. Media, artists, whoever. They're watching everybody.
True.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
It's all good.
they-
It's all good. It was all
Yeah.
good.
It's all good. Everything's good. The only thing now is like now when you want to make a career fully off of your art, right? Is that you got to be realistic, and nowadays you got to be careful what you say. I understand. I understand what you're saying because
True.
if you
Everybody
say
has their own art, you know. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
everybody
what
has
it
their
is,
own
everybody
art.
does their own thing. You just gotta be consistent, do what you gotta do, and you know, keep it
Mhm.
with it.
Consistency
People-
will get you recognized. That's another thing.
Yeah,
Especially
even if you're not getting recognized, man, you're doing it for whatever the cause is.
but
Just
the
keep on doing it.
consistency gets you recognized, because if you're not keeping on doing it, people are gonna forget about what you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True. It's
Yeah,
true.
no, it's true. It's true.
True. So like besides hip hop, is there any other genres, like for example, you would like to like kind of do a fusion with if you could?
And well, people always been telling me I should model and stuff.
Oh, cause your height.
Height, handsome, I don't even know.
So well, have you ever tried it? You never tried it before.
We tried here and there, little ones, but you know them stuff.
Ah, I see.
That or acting or whatever, you know.
You ever
It's
tried
good.
that?
I never
good.
tried that.
You never
stuff.
tried that?
No.
Well, maybe might have something for you next year, because me and my brother, my next brother there, my brother, we did The Man from Philly. Right now, it's getting on some digital platforms right now. We did it last year. Filmed it.
Speaking of
It's all about trying to promote it, but we're trying to do another indie film hopefully next year.
Speaking of that, do you feel that artists should be multitask? Like what you're saying, I feel that what you got to do, you can't just do one thing. I'll be straight up. Can't
Well,
just do
you know
one
what?
thing
It's
nowadays.
I
another-
just say that in life general.
It's another interesting why you brought that up too. To get your music even more recognized in a different way. Yes, try to get into acting, because you never know. Maybe it'll be like, by the way, I do music. Da da da. You might.
That's how Drake got
on
into
a
it.
Soundtrack
Yeah.
into a movie,
Yeah.
a series, whatever. That's another way to get your music out as well. You know what I mean? Straight up goods. Like
Yeah, it could be other things.
the other things, other whatever, to get it out, get that recognition.
But I'm just saying, do you feel like to Sticky, people have to be more multitask now? Like you have to, you see, like Kanye, he produces his shit. He probably even sometimes directs his videos. Like, are you one of those artists who like to like more control of your art? Like you have control of your art, but I mean other aspects of the art, like video and like your graphic design, or you have a team?
Yeah, that's funny you said that too right now too, because I'm not gonna even lie to you. This morning I'm laying there and I'm watching Mullah the First. And he's telling me he does everything by himself, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's
He's a team, though.
sick though. No, of course he has some team and he does.
Yeah.
He even say he did not everything in all the beats, but you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm
Majority
like,
of it.
that's it's actually the way to go, actually.
Yes,
Because
it's true.
I'm seeing it, and sometimes it's like, bro. So
But listen, he's been in it over 10 years. Even though he's young, he's a vet,
yeah,
right? So look at it. He still came out from the school of knowing what it takes to make money or get attention as an artist before the internet was really hitting. So he went through the struggle. So that's why he produces beats himself. He raps and probably involved in the directing
Yeah.
because he was probably tired of a lot of shit back in the day. Like they said, he's been around for 10 years. I knew of Mola only 2 years.
Indeed.
I'll be honest. I knew of Mola 2-3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
So
I believe if an artist is more versatile, they could, I guess, advance itself more, you know, versus and then save more, whatever the case is, whatever. But it
Save
is
more
what
money.
It is what it is, you know.
mm,
You know.
it's true.
I say that in life general. I think in life general, people should be versatile and do multiple things because this life is so uncertain and there's so many craziness going on right now. You have to be prepared for anything and everything, you know. You have to kind of know everything, you know.
It's true.
You know, get out that brainwashed state and, you know, and just wake up, you know, wake up to life.
You're pretty much saying, like, get out of that egotistical state, like
Stuff like
have-
that.
have a-
It's what you say is get
have
over
a,
yourself.
Have a sway, have a like a humble attitude. of
Get over
everything,
yourself.
But get over yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes too many people have this either diva attitude
Something.
or something like the weight that is on their shoulders, like the world should revolve around them. You know what I mean? Like straight, like
True.
just get out of that egotistical
Yeah,
attitude.
so that's
Doesn't go
my
far.
answer for that one.
So I'm gonna ask you, since you're blazing it, right? What's your favorite type of strand? Like, you have a couple favorite strands what you like to smoke?
Indica, man. That was.
Indica,
Honestly,
first.
I'm that guy.
Right.
I just burn herbs.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
call ganja, but since this new age, they had names. I one time I went to the dispensary, or not even dispensary, whatever. I was getting weed, whatever things. I put on a piece of paper every single name, filled up the whole paper. I said, how did I get all these names for this herb thing? And it's
Yeah.
all the same thing. So
You know what? I used to think it
I
is.
burn herb.
You know what? I like that.
If it's green, it ain't me. You know
You
what
know,
I'm saying? Zin?
You know, I used to think it is, but it's true. There's names for a reason because not all weed's the same.
It's not just, I know, I see that now, you see this. So so it's whatever, it's indica, the highest grade, highest THC and everything.
So yo,
Just
what's
cleans the
next for
country out.
What's next for Sticky B, man? Like what you want to do for the new year? What's some of your goals?
Just uplifting, man, and just keep going, man. Just keep uplifting the people, man. Just keep making music. Just keep the the experience, just through the stories. Just motivate the people. Talk to the people through my stories and stuff. Just motivation, uplift. Just live life. Advice, help.
Just as always, I always have to say this, man. I see a lot in you.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? I'm anxious to see more music
Yeah,
out of
man.
you.
Respect,
Straight
man.
up.
Respect.
The next, I know that you're still doing your journey of music.
Yeah.
But the next level afterwards is to become an international artist.
Yeah, for sure. The traveling has to get up
You know
there.
what I
We
mean?
have to start doing
You
that.
have to become an international
Yeah, so-
artist. I've said this to a few individuals, and they took it to a height. And I
Yeah.
said, yeah. And I see that in you too,
Yeah.
right then.
Yeah, no.
You
Big
know
up
what I
to
mean?
my manager. No, big up to my manager. Bless her heart. We tried some travels the other day to get out of here, but things kind of messed up. But we'll do that again.
But
so.
try to do the travels as in, if you have something arranged, as in say for instance maybe a show here,
Yeah.
meanwhile you're out there
Yeah.
doing it to see.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? What I'm trying to say is this. Here's another hidden gem. Your analytics of say for your Spotify or something like that, right? And if you've seen that your certain city that your listeners are up, now look into that city for venues, whatever and all that, because now people already know you in that city where you're not from.
Indeed.
You follow me what I'm saying?
Indeed.
That's the thing what I'm trying to say right there. You
Indeed.
get that going in at different cities, you know what I mean? You're watching your analytics. Now you know possibly where you could you know what I mean? Because now even promoters are out there be like, look at my analytics.
Yeah.
Your own city. I have listeners out there.
Yeah.
Maybe more than your locals.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So it makes
man.
sense, not true?
Yo, it's funny.
So that's another way to know where to travel. Besides, yes, you
No,
might,
for sure, I
or
believe
it
that.
might all be compatible. Maybe where you're traveling, maybe that city where you might want to be going to, they're listening to you anyway. So you look into wherever and all of that, and boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, you develop your own tour,
Right?
your own blood clot tour. Why not?
That.
Why not? Why the heck not? Look, there's nothing called impossible.
Nothing.
There's something called possible.
Of course.
It's just a matter of you making it
You
possible.
can do anything. You can do anything.
You can do anything what you want.
No, for real.
You get what I'm saying?
That's why everybody always says that saying. You can
No,
do
because
anything you
everybody
want, 'cause
puts
it's the truth.
reason of the doubt all the time. Don't get me wrong,
That
we're all
too.
guilty of that because something big is happening. You can't believe this is happening, but you're putting them doubts in there, right? So the way I look at it is this: you believe in yourself, you believe in your music, so you believe where your music is getting out. So where is it getting out at? That's where you should be going to promote it, perform it. You know what I mean? At the same time, when you're performing and all of that too, don't get it twisted. Still try to have merch up and stuff like
course,
that.
stuff like that,
If it's possible, if you're going somewhere and that, and especially if you have a couple of places, have a good amount of merch ready, and boom, go out there with it. You get what I'm saying?
True.
It's like I said, it's not only promoting, it's called campaigning.
All
You
that,
know what I mean?
All that. No, it's so
Straight
true.
up.
So true.
Straight up goods, man. That's the way me look at it.
Yeah, no, it's so true. So that's what we're doing still.
Yeah, man.
Yo, anything else you want to tell the universe before we come off the spaceship, brother?
Well, yo, I'll be hoping when we come back, You know what I mean? I'm hoping that I can coerce him into a little performance later on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Do a little quick thing right now.
Oh, yeah. But you know, we'll take a little commercial break. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to come off, and then after, we're going to set up for him to do that.
Just much love to everybody, man.
You get
just
what
much
I mean?
love to everybody. Big up yourself. Keep on keeping on in what you're doing.
Don't know.
Any struggle, stress, whatever, man. Just look up to the sky, man. Just keep on.
Yes, sir. Well, yo, before we go, can you tell everybody all the digital platforms where they could catch you at? You know what I mean? Like, you know, all your music and all. Tell them. Yeah, tell the people then.
Get me everywhere, anywhere. Spotify, everything. Apple Music.
Under Sticky B.
Yeah, Sticky B.
Okay, you heard it first, man.
Sticky
Everybody
B _54 on Instagram.
Okay.
You know, we're on Facebook there. I don't do the Twitter. Sorry,
Okay.
I don't do that.
Okay, see.
Because that's not. I don't think that stuff's uplifting, man. That's just people.
It's still going. It's still going on.
I know it's going. It's
still going on.
People
It's
go
still
there,
going on, man.
And then they're gonna tell me that, oh, you gotta get on that stuff. You gotta. I'm like, come on, man.
That's how it go, man.
I know a lot of people not on that and they're still up there, so it's okay.
You don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Shawn, where you at, man? Shit.
Yeah,
about
Sticky B out.
About to end this off. Well,
East side.
We're gonna end this off for now. You know what I mean? For now, but you know what I mean? I'm hoping that, like I said, I can coerce you into like a performance. You know what I mean?
The whole of Scarborough, of course, we could do it.
All right, then. We're gonna take a little break here. Yo, there you at, Shawn.
Yeah, bless up, man. Bless up.
But yeah, we're gonna return. You know what I mean? With a nice performance by Sticky B.
In the
you
house.
don't know. You know what I mean? Everybody, please subscribe. You know what I mean? To Down to Earth Podcast, EQTV. You don't know. This is the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. Pop, 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 pop. It's been a pleasure, my brother. You done know on Down to Earth Podcast. You done know, my brother. Yeah, man.
Respect, man. Respect.